Hi, we're back in round two. Our opponent Onion Kim is peeling off the cards, going down to 5, but they scry to the top, so they like their first draw, and we have a lizard. Enough said. Let's get this lizard into play. So he'll be attacking for 2 on turn 2, which is pretty strong, and we even find the mana we need. I mean, this card's not a great card, don't get me wrong, but it does scale. And we even have an answer for this annoying and weird creature. And that answer will be annoying for our opponent. We'll have an answer for our next our next adversary as well. And if they don't have a land here, I mean, they're mulliganing like crazy, so they're low on resources. Play another weird, very good card. And Augur Spree is just barely an answer for it. But it does work. Augur Spree is also a good card. Maybe even a better card. So is this another aggressive deck? Could it be Boros? Could it be Rakdos? Or is it what it looks like? Is it? Is it what it looks like? That joke is classy and not overused. So it's certainly always good fun. Okay. Green. So it's not none of those things. It's a Gruul deck so far. What is this? Battering Crassus? What do we do here? This is some craziness. Toil? Do we just want to draw 2 cards? Or do we wait? What do we do? I'm going to offer the trade. That sounds a bit weird, but if they don't take it, they're getting a bunch of damage. 14. And the more damage we can get in, the better Toil and Trouble will be. Unflinching Courage. You know, I don't regret pumping Bellows Lizard too much, but it would have been a lot sweeter if we could have Grizzly Spectacled that in response, because they gained a chunk of life there. We do have to deal with this thing, and it's not going to be with Burn, like literally the Burn card, but it will be with Grizzly Spectacle, so goodbye poor Crassus, and get you back down to 17 after this. I don't think there's any red card that stops that. Red 1-drop. Bam. So a 2-for-1 is not what you need when you mulligan to 5. Warmind Infantry. It's pretty good here, though. Is it going to be better than Tenement Crasher? Probably not. There is that one card that punishes this, but nobody plays that card. It gives like +3/+0 and first strike, but only to a blocker. Nobody plays that. I've had it played against me before, but it's fairly uncommon. Yeah, we'll take some damage. Okay. Fortress Cyclops. Annoyingly good. Annoyingly good here. Toil and Trouble. So our opponent could take 5. Toil and Trouble is so bad here. What is going on? Do we just Razor Tip whip it up? I guess we're whipping it up. Then we could toil ourselves just to draw some cards. Because the trouble part is not going to be that good. Maybe the burn is good. Yeah, let's what's going on here? Let's toil ourselves. Quick check. Yeah, we'll leave red open. I changed my mind. Let's leave. Yeah, let's leave red open in case we draw another red. Okay. Or in case we draw black and need to activate Bellows Lizard. They don't have great attacks here. The problem with attacking with the Fortress Cyclops is if we take it, then we can attack with the Crasher, and if we don't take it, we can trade with it. Although they're drawing really well here. Okay, they get to discard Riot Piker, which is... Riot Piker, I forgot about this card. It's kind of an all-in effect. Okay, so what are they going to do? Probably nothing, and we get to whip it. And we have another Razor Tip Whip here, so this is going to add up quite nicely. We get the Spike Jester out here. He doesn't have to attack, so this is fine. We'll leave up the burn, but also the double Razor Tip Whip. Onion Kim, what do you like over there? Gruul, this is a Naya build. Naya Zoo, look at all these animals. You got the goblins, the beasts, the fish. The last 2 points from the burn here. Okay. I would guess they unleash here, yeah. No, they're holding back to block. It's fine too. Hellraiser Goblin. That's probably the last thing we need right now. Especially since there's that Splatter Thug over on the opponent's side. The one option here would be... You know, Hellraiser Goblin actually gets in... Let's count this out. It gets in 2 damage. If we burn the Splatter Thug. No, that doesn't... That's not good. We could cast it second main. And just... Maybe that's good. I'm going to do that. It's kind of an all-in play. And they know it's coming. But we do have this trump card here, the burn in hand. So, do we use burn on Splatter Thug now? Or do we wait? That's the question. I think we burn it now. We're going to have to do it anyway. And Skullcrack. So that should be enough. That's exactly enough if I had to guess. We don't know what they're stocking in hand, but we'll get at least 2 damage in here from our smallest creature, Skullcrack, and 2 more, so that's 7. Yeah, I think it's exact. Even if the Bellows Lizard gets through, we'd probably only pump it once. So we can activate all our whips. Oh, they're going to take 3. So if they'd like to block... Oh, they have an answer? Did they really have an answer here? Well, I'm just going to pass here, because if they take the 5, that's fine. Did they just see the whips? Yeah, this was, of course, the wrong block, if they didn't have an answer to the Crasher. Weird. All right, here's the card, Furious Resistance. This is what I wouldn't expect to see out of an opponent. Okay, Batterhorn. Again, that could kill some kind of pesky artifact. But yeah, this worked well in the last game, so it should work well again. Burn, surprisingly versatile, even without any blue. All right, what is this hand? This hand is good. And our opponent keeps their hand, so we might be in a lot of trouble. Compared to last game, unleash this guy, because why not? That's what we got to do with our Rakdos deck. Oh no! He attacks each turn if able, but he does get this first turn free. Might as well play out Bellows Lizard here. Fortunately, our guy doesn't have to attack each turn. And they've got perfect mana. Well, so do we. We've got Rakdos mana here. Onion Kim. I wonder what that name's all about. Alright, I'm just going to take this one. Only block is really bad. And Warmind Infantry. That also stops us from attacking. But hey, let's just play Basilica Screecher, because that thing does get to attack. They're just outpacing us at every step. That's what you get for being on the play. We might have to save Grizzly Spectacle for something bigger, and we can extort Razor Tip Whip. They just have to attack with this. And at least we're holding back the Warmind Infantry. They're not trying to get in for a cheeky 2 here. And they're stuck on mana. So maybe they're playing like 15, 16 lands, which would be crazy in a 3-color deck. But who knows? Who really knows? Not this guy. Razor Tip Whip, we get to extort. So gain some life back. That's super annoying. It's our only effect like that. And we even get to attack in here with a little bit. We can put the Bellows Lizard on the Racketeer. Once we get to 5 mana, we've got a lot to do. And more mana after that's not bad either, because we can start extorting our 5-drops. So are we out of the water? Not yet. The real question will be whether or not to unleash this spawn of Rixmati. Sky Knight Legionnaire. Oh boy, now they're going to come in with everything. They'll leave the Racketeer back, but everything else is coming in for sure. Oh really? They're coming in with the Racketeer. Well, that's an easy block. That's a pretty easy block. Are they going to pump it with some Batterhorn? Is that the 1-drop Blood Rush? Okay, we're down to 9. That's a bit scary. Skullcrack. So I think what we really need to do here is take out a creature somehow. Well, the only way to do that is Grizzly Spectacle, but which creature do we want? The infantry is better if they have another haste creature. We can always punish the Legionnaire, punish the fire. Better do it now. I'm not going to block. So, no extort. We'll attack in for 3. I'm still feeling pretty behind this game. Yeah, if they mulled to 5 again, they'd be down to 2 cards this turn. Wouldn't be nearly as difficult to deal with. But yeah, Punish the Enemy is a great card for us. Not only killing the creature, but all the damage does add up. Man, it's just such huge chunks of life. RtR Druid. That's scary. It's scary, but I don't think it's scary enough to really worry about here. So let's punish the Legionnaire, and then they can get in 4 next turn. Well, let's attack first. Target player, target thingy. And we're not in great shape here. especially with any Blood Rush. Like, we're just dead to any Blood Rush. The way to play around that would just be to leave back the Basilica Screecher to chump. But that's not a good way to win this game. Next turn, 3, 5, 7. Even if they have no blockers, well, I guess that's exactly 8. If they don't leave any blockers and we're not dead, that's 8 exactly. Between Skullcrack, Extort, 3 damage, and the Razor Tip Whip, which we haven't activated nearly enough this game. So what is it? The fact that they're thinking is great, because that means they don't have to kill this turn. If they had it, it'd probably be easy to see. Oh. Okay, they had it. Yeah, because we didn't have any anything up. I mean, we didn't have any mana. So couldn't really do anything. Furious Resistance. Wow, are we going to put that in? Not on the play. It's a little too bad on the play. Tempted by the Death's Approach, though. They have a lot of little tiny guys. Is that worth it? Stab Wound, Spike Jester, Razor Tip Whips, Deviant Glee. Is it better than Deviant Glee? It's a pretty good card. I do kind of like it. I'm going to put it in over 1 Razor Tip Whip. Just to deal with a late game like RtR Druid or anything. We have enough like other incidental removal, the Augur Spree, the Stab Wound, that it should be able to take out a 1 toughness creature at least. We'll be on the play. And we'll keep this. And 1 Razor Tip Whip seems about enough. It's a little too hard to get both active. There's a fine draw late game. Okay, Basilica Screecher go. Means we get an Extort trigger next turn if we like it. RtR Druid? There it is. This is what we practiced for. I almost want to take that out now. It's a lot of value over the game. It also accelerates them. And what do they say? Always kill the elf. Always kill the elf. And if they kept a 2-lander and they can't cast anything, that'd be perfect. They might just be choosing which land to play, though. Yep. Get the good mana out there. Battering Crassus. Not a bad one here. Can't really play Cobble Brute into this. It's not a good blocker. It's not really a good anything. And the Balustrade Spy represents the most damage, even though, again, we lose our Extort trigger. Let's mill them. Knightly Valor. Well, happy to be rid of that one. Milling rarely matters. If anything, it could help your opponent by giving them a scavenge creature into their graveyard. So the Crassus, is this thing going to come in? And if it does, do we block it? So they unleash, they evolve this. Do we block it? Looks like we do. It might be our last chance. They might get to evolve it again. Ember Beast. Ooh, cool. Yeah, let's get Ember Beast into play and Extort. Not planning on blocking with it. I'd rather get some more Extort triggers. But we could certainly attack with it. See how Onion Kim likes that. All right, their mana is perfect over there. They obviously come in here. We can't block. And they can't block with it, so... Warmind Infantry. But that thing, we can attack past that thing for sure. Question is Cobble Brute or that? Cobble Brute or Razor Tip Whip? Well, Cobble Brute blocks Warmind infantry, and it also encourages them not to attack with Warmind infantry. So it does a lot of good things, even though this is sort of possibly 1 damage less in the long run. And there are 11. Counting up burn damage in hand, this is 2, this is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now the current clock is killing them in 3 turns, unless they find a flying blocker, because they could always block the Ember Beast. And for them, they're looking at a 4-turn clock. It's a little too late. I mean, anything could change. They could kill a creature, they could play a creature, play a blocker for a Screecher. But what's it gonna be? No Knightly Valor. Tell you what we need, a Stab Wound. Stab Wounds are also very good on unleashed creatures, as long as they're big enough to survive, because they come in, they're kind of tiny. You don't need to worry about it. And then, yeah, they're usually doing more damage, so, ooh. Deals damage, create. Oh, you control, so our Skullcrack won't make them 2 little guys, but all their things will. Do we attack with Cobble Brute here? We probably just leave the Cobble Brute back to block this guy again, and come in with the Ember Beast. Sounds good to me. Now, if they have an overrun effect, then that gets a little more scary. But the one that does attacking creatures would mean they've already attacked, so the 2 little guys don't get to attack. Oh no, I did this so wrong. Oh, I should have not used black mana there. That was really bad, because I'll probably want to use Skullcrack this turn. No, it wouldn't have mattered, because we still do the Razor Tip Whip thing. I was thinking, like, why on earth would I want another black? Well, obviously. But it won't matter, because we wouldn't have had enough mana to extort and Razor Tip Whip here. Ooh, well that's really bad for us. Fortunately, we can still block through this. But if any other nonsense goes down, we're in pretty bad shape. Come on, no nonsense. Wow. Oh! This is okay. This is okay. How does this thing read? Lifelink. Slaughterhorn on that? Did we just win? Skullcrack? Oh, tell me we just won. We can't extort this, so we don't gain the life, but it's almost the same here. You know, Razor Tip Whip to do some damage. So if we draw a spell, we actually win next turn. Or shoot, we just win next turn. I mean, we're taking 11 here, so we're down to 3. But yeah, unless they can kill the Screecher, we just attack out here and we win. Close game. Shoot, well, that's the match, and I think we're in the finals with this. So, hopefully it'll be a little less heart-pounding than that, but that was also fun, so see you there.